The Kia Sportage has been one of the best-selling SUVs in Europe for the better part of a decade. Kia finally built an electric version, gave it 530 kilometers of range, a 7-year warranty, and priced the launch edition at €46,730. Then added something most rivals still do not offer, a V2L outlet that turns the battery into a mobile power station. Whether that matters more than the one thing this car gets wrong is what this walkaround answers. The EV5 does not try to look like the EV6. Where the EV6 went dramatic, this car went deliberate. Boxy proportions, a high shoulder line, and a digital light signature that reads confident rather than aggressive. In Gravity Gray, the launch edition carries its mass well. A full-width reflector strip ties the rear taillights into one horizontal line, quieter than its siblings. That restraint ages slower than a trendline would. 3 screens span the dashboard. 12.3-inch cluster, 12.3-inch infotainment, and a 5.3-inch climate strip between them. Physical buttons below for temperature and volume, which sounds unremarkable until you remember how many cars buried those in a touchscreen. The Harman Kardon system fills the cabin cleanly. What I did not expect was the storage depth. A floating shelf with wireless charging, a deep bin underneath, retractable cup holders, and a lower tray you reach into blindly. The one layout choice I would change. The driving position sits lower than expected. The high shoulder line wraps around you, and forward visibility through slim pillars is better than most at this height. Rear passengers get the best seats in this car. The floor is completely flat, which means the middle occupant has actual foot space. Over a meter of legroom behind a tall driver, reclining backrests in 3 positions, their own climate zone, and a heated and cooled slide-out drawer from the center console. USB-C ports sit in the backs of the front seats, not hidden in the console. The one compromise is rear door storage. The bins hold a water bottle, nothing more. 566 liters with the seats up, around 20 cubic feet, expanding to 1,650 liters folded. The seat's concertina flat and built-in flaps cover the gap to the boot floor, giving a genuinely uninterrupted loading surface. 6 sidewall bins, 3 per side. A V2L socket in the boot itself. A 44-liter frunk under the bonnet adds what the Enyaq and Scenic do not offer at all, a separate cable space that never touches your luggage. 218 horsepower from a single front motor. 295 Nm of torque. 8.4 seconds to 100. Adequate rather than exciting. By design, the 81.4 kilowatt-hour battery returns up to 530 kilometers WLTP, around 329 miles. Charging peaks at 127 kilowatts, 10 to 80% in 30 minutes. That is the honest negative. The EV6 does it in 18. Kia used 400-volt architecture instead of the 800-volt system in its pricier siblings. At a public rapid charger, you feel that gap. At home on 11 kilowatts overnight, it disappears. €46,730 after the show discount. The Enyaq sits in a similar corridor. The ID4 costs less, but delivers less equipment. What separates this car is the warranty, 7 years against 2 or 3 from the German alternatives. Picture yourself 3 years in with an electrical fault. The Enyaq owner pays out of pocket. You do not. The EV5 is not the fastest charging or the longest range in this segment. It is the most thoroughly considered family EV at this price. We have said that about a few cars on this channel this year. This one earns it more quietly than the rest. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.